Imagine you're going to watch your favorite basketball team play. They haven't had a single good season in the last 10 years, so the crowd is looking smaller than ever. As you're watching the team play, you think, I could definitely do a lot better than this. Well, meet Mark Cuban. Find out the story of how he bought the Mavericks and turned it into a thriving sports empire. Welcome to the AF Empire channel, where we focus on influencers, stars, and famous people. If you're interested in this kind of content, then this channel is for you. Make sure to like this video, click on the subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell to keep you updated on our recent uploads. Now let's get right into the video and explore the idea of building a fan-first organization with Mark Cuban. Born in Pittsburgh in 1958, Mark had always displayed a keen interest in business. He began by selling trash bags to his neighbors, and when that went well, he moved on to selling them other items. Keeping up with this interest, he decided to pursue a degree in business once he entered college. Seeking a better opportunity his freshman year, he transferred to Indiana University. After his college graduation in 1980, he moved to Dallas, where he began working at a software company from which he was promptly fired for refusing to clean rather than finishing a sale. This led to him founding his own companies such as Micro Solutions, which was sold for about $6 million in 1990, and Radical Computing Inc. During these years, Mark was living in and out of Los Angeles, where he was also attending acting classes. In 1994, when he returned to Dallas, one of his old friends from college, Todd, and Mark were talking about how they missed being able to listen to the school's basketball games. Because of this, they founded Broadcast.com, which offered various online programs to keep up with sports events and made it public in 1998. Their program was highly successful and had many buyers after it. Eventually, Mark and Todd decided to sell it to Yahoo, who was offering them $5.7 billion for it, around the peak of the dot-com bubble. Broadcast was discontinued later on, but that didn't matter because the deal had closed and Mark was a billionaire by this point. He used the money from that deal to invest in a wider range of companies, including a film studio and an online pharmacy with lower prices so more people could afford them. He also invested in a variety of startups during his time on Shark Tank. To him, every business move he made was based on whether it would be a good investment and what he would be getting in return. However, Mark had always preached his love for basketball, and he had always been a huge fan of the Dallas Mavericks. He loved the team so much and he was tired of seeing them lose, so he decided to buy it and turn it around. To become the single majority owner, Cuban spent $285 million in January of 2000. Shortly after, he would be announced as the new owner, but there was much work to do to improve the team. Rather than boasting his new purchase and giving himself a huge office, he began working alongside those in the company so that he could earn their trust and respect. During an interview with GQ, Cuban states, "I wanted everybody that worked with me to see that if I asked them to do it, I'll do it." He was truly dedicated to turning this team into a winning one. After having a bad losing run in the past, many fans were discouraged from spending their money on going to the games. Trying to bring attention back to the team, Cuban would pull out old client lists and start cold calling in efforts to get them to attend a game, even going as far as giving tickets on the house for any fan who was returning for their first time. Mark is a businessman, so he approached this differently than any other owner had. He knew he had to cater to the customer because at the end of the day, they are the ones paying the bills. To pay more attention to their needs, he would have to make some improvements to the conditions in which the team played. Only 18 months after having purchased the team, Cuban relocated them from the Reunion Arena to the brand new American Airlines Center. He also invested in installing a Jumbotron which would focus on displaying the fans' reaction throughout the game. After realizing that he could turn going to watching the Mavericks into an experience like going out to a movie night, it allowed for the return of many longtime fans. Once the team was gaining traction again, many Dallas celebrities began seeking courtside tickets as well as bringing even more people to the arena. However, there was more to bringing fans back than offering free games and cheap tickets. Mark knew that to keep the fans coming back, he had to build a team that would bring them back. Unlike other owners, he wasn't afraid of spending money on his team to bring the best players. Ever since he took ownership of the team, they have constantly been over the salary cap and also have had some of the highest luxury taxes in the league. The team is also always looking to improve and is heavily involved in trades and in free agency. In order to keep the players he was acquiring happy and satisfied with playing for the Mavericks, he would also have to improve their conditions. Mark revealed that the first time he met with the team, they were staying at a Holiday Inn. One player complained to him that they had been traveling in poor conditions and had no room service when they arrived late at night. Once he had ownership of the team, he bought a nicer private plane for them and would place them in nicer hotels. That's not all he did for them, though. At the American Airlines Center, each player's locker room is equipped with a PlayStation and a flat-screen TV, along with anything else they might need. Thanks to his efforts, all of his players treat him with respect because they know he would do anything for them. On one occasion, when guard Delonte West signed onto the team, he was struggling to make ends meet. Sometimes he would have to sleep in the locker room and even in his car at times. When Cuban found out about it, he immediately helped him out. Soon as Mr. Cuban heard about that, he made one phone call and everybody was lining up to rent me an apartment, said West during an interview, mentioning they were even offering him penthouses. Over the course of his ownership, he has done a lot more than anyone could expect to improve the condition of the players, and they thanked him with loyalty and hard work. This also helped the team develop a strong bond, not only with him but with each other, and which would help them play better overall. Even so, advertising the team and contracting and caring for players wasn't all that went into making a winning team. Being an entrepreneur, Cuban understood the importance of using analytics to improve a business. After taking over the team, they began using plenty of analytic strategies to influence their decision-making. Cuban even hired his old statistics professor to work as a statistical interpreter for the team, which helped them in crucial playoff games later on. However, he didn't base all their decisions on them, and he even put an emphasis on trusting your gut feeling as well. During a game, many owners prefer to watch it in their suites, but not Mark. Unlike any other owner, he can constantly be seen in the bleachers, rooting for his players. Although he is a great owner, he is a fan first and foremost. While on the sidelines, he enthusiastically cheers for his team and protests every bad call made by a ref, so much so that he has acquired over $1.7 million in fines from the NBA over his criticism of their officials. All of the effort that he had been putting in began to pay off shortly after purchasing the team. From the moment that he took ownership, the Dallas Mavericks have only missed 5 playoffs in 23 seasons, with a 12-year streak ending in 2012. Thanks to Mark, the team has also made it to the finals on 2 occasions. One of these times was in 2011 when the Mavericks defeated the Heat and earned the franchise's first-ever championship title. Everyone from the fans to the players knew this was only possible because everything Cuban had done so far, so he celebrated along with them. From being a team with less than 20 wins per season to winning a championship in 10 years, this team has made a truly impressive comeback. Many fans went from not even showing up to being disappointed the team lost a playoff game. These expectations of success can be credited to Mark Cuban, who kept his word about turning the team around. Not only did he turn it into a winning team, but he also made it into a profitable one. Thanks to him, the Mavericks are now in the top 10 most valued teams in the league. To him, it was never about the money though. In 2019, Cuban stated that buying the team never crossed my mind as an investment. I did it because I love basketball. Mark Cuban's effort showed us that if you work hard and focus on providing for your customer, amazing things can happen. How do you feel about Mark Cuban's strategy to improve the team? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more content like this, then make sure to leave us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. To stay up to date with our videos, hit the bell to be notified when they're uploaded. Thank you for watching and see you next time.